So, hi everyone, it's me, Arish, and welcome to my vlog. So, my content for today's video is the frequently asked questions. So, ang ginawa ko ay nagpasulat ako sa mga college friends ko ng tanong and then sasagutin natin sa video ito. So, let's go? Let's go! So, I have here the questions. So, dito, kailangan lang natin mag-pick and then sasagutin na natin. So, let's go. Number 1. What is your favorite thing to do when you're alone? See. So, my favorite thing to do when I'm alone is just watching a TV or the cell phone. So, I browse or I scroll down on the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok, and etc. And dun ko ginugugol yung time ko para naman magkaroon ako ng way of stress reliever. So, yeah. So, next is the unforgettable experiences with your friends. So, I have a lot of friends and magiging specific na lang ako siguro dito. So, my unforgettable experience from my friends is yung when on senior high school era pa lang. And then, yung experience na yun is hindi talaga siya nawala sa akin. Yung time na gumagawa kami ng research on qualitative, and then we plan to sleep over dito sa bahay namin. And then yun, walang tulugan, walang sukuan sa mga research kasi kinabukasan is the deadline. And siguro masasabi kong unforgettable experience yun kasi though stressable siya, pero nagkaroon kami ng bonding together. And siguro yun na rin yung last namin na bonding on my high school friends. So, the third question is, kung mayaman ka, ipupurso mo pa din ba ang eduk? So, of course naman, ipupurso ko pa rin ang eduk though we have enough money. So, hindi ko naman sinasabing mayaman kami. So, I'm just on the middle class sa life. So, walang hindrances na pag-stop sa akin na magpurso ng eduk. And, isa pa, yun naman talaga yung pinaka-dream job ko in the future. Okay, so, fourth one, next question is, what are your non-negotiable when it comes to friendship? So, siguro, my non-negotiable when it comes to friendship is yung nagplaplastikan, yung nagbabakstaban, because recently I have experienced the plastic era, or sabihin natin hindi naman talaga natin maiiwasan yun, but then iba kasi yung dating, and ang pangit na knowing that you are a truly friend, tapos somehow hindi pala sila totoo. And yun yung non-negotiable na experience ko from my friends way back senior high. So, yun yung experience na ayaw ko nang maulit-ulit, na kung saan ang laki ng trauma sa akin, ang laki ng impact sa akin. Kasi when it comes to plastic or backstaban, kasi parang ang bigat sa pakiramdam knowing na wala ka namang ginagawang masama. So, yun. Kung tinuloy mo ang PNU, anong klaseng buhay estudyante ang meron ka? Siguro when I pursue the PNU, ang buhay ko siguro dun is uwi-aral, ganun. Parang hindi ko na na-enjoy. But then, if ever man na mapunta ulit ako sa PNU, and I'm forever grateful kasi yun yung dream school ko when I've planned to enter in college. So, dun ko nakikita yung self ko, because my core talaga is teaching students to become professional teacher in the Mickey. And then siguro ang buhay ko siguro kapag nasa PNU ko is nasa boarding lang, ganon, hindi nakakalayo, hindi nakakapaggala, parang hindi nagkakaroon ng stress reliever. So, and then, though maganda naman siguro, ang buhay ko sa PNU, but then, puno ng hirap, and that's normal on the students of PNU 1 as pinya. Sana. Hanggang ngayon, di pa ka nakaka-move on. So, next. So, what is your childhood dream? So, hindi na bago to sa mga nakakakilala sa akin. So, my childhood dream is to become a professional teacher talaga. Lessons you've learned from your friends. On my life, siguro, ang dami kong naging friends. Pero, hindi naman lahat ng friends ko is nag-stay pa din siya hanggang ngayon. So, the lessons that I've learned from my friends siguro is maging masaya lagi, hindi puro study ang inaatupag. So, natutunan ko sa kanila yon na hindi dapat umiikot lang ang buhay sa bahay, sa aral, ganon. Hindi puro aral na lang yung inaatupag, hindi yung puro trabaho na lang. So, kailangan ko din naman ng some time or some me time na kung saan is walang ibang iniintindi kundi yung happiness ko, kung ano yung gusto kong gawin, and para naman tawag doon, mag-relax. Okay. If given the chance, will you still choose your friends to be your friends after knowing their traits? Oo naman. I always choose my friends who love me. Kasi nga, syempre, hindi mo naman control yung emotions nila, hindi mo naman control yung mga nararamdaman nila, and kung ano yung attitude na meron sila inside of them. So, siguro sa akin, bibigyan ko sila ng chance as long as nagpakatotoo sila and walang kaplastikan na naganap. And of course, they part of my life na. So, wala nang rason pa kung hindi ko sila tatanggapin. What triggers you? So, what triggers on me? Siguro yung being alone, being rejected, ganon. Kasi I've experienced that many times in my life. Kasi siguro it's just because on my attitude, ganon. Hindi ko lang naipapakita sa mga tao na natitrigger talaga ako on that cases. Kasi I don't like to disappoint them. Kasi nga, baka sabihin nilang napakababaw ko, ganon. So, on the day na siguro na-trigger ako, ganon, I just let them. Hindi ko na lang dinidibdib ng masyado, ganon. So, I can move on fast. So, yung trigger ko naman is not a long term. Siguro, a short lang, pero hindi ko talaga maiiwasan yung mga ganon, yung feeling rejected, ganon. Kasi, feeling rejected is not easy at all. I've tried to reject, and yun na yun. Hindi na natin halongkatin pa. Describe yourself in one word. So, madadescribe ko yung self ko in one word as sensitive. Okay. So, story lang. So, bakit ko sinabing sensitive yung sarili ko? Because I've got sensitive on small things. Like, parang mababaw lang naman, ganun. Iniiyakan ko kasi yun. Hindi kompleto yung, um, I mean, hindi ako, parang hindi kontento yung katawan ko kapag hindi ako umiyak. When, someone told me na yung hindi maganda or hindi siya kaaya-aya for me. So, on the word na kahit masasabi mong napakababaw lang, ganun, iba ang dating sa akin. So, iba yung meaning ng word sa'yo, iba din yung akin. Parang ganun. Hindi ko talaga mapigilan. Or, I've give some scenario. Sabi ng mga kaibigan ko, or mga family ko, ganun. Napaka-okay mo naman, ganun. Napaka-arte mo, ganun. So, yun sa akin, parang sa kanila is someone jokes lang. Pero sa akin, ang laki nun, ang laki ng impact. So, parang kapag sinabi sa akin na umaga yun, buong araw ko sira na. So, ganun ako ka-sensitive. Life experience that you'll never forget. Okay, so magkakanta ko dito. My life experience that I'll never forget is when I was on the grade 10. So, ang kwento niyan, ganito. 'Di ba pandemic ng grade 9 and 10. So, on the grade 10, unti-unting bumabalik on to face, ganon. So, malapit na yung graduation noon or the moving up ceremony ng mga grade 10. And then, they announce na kung sino yung mga with high honors, ganon, with honors, or kung sino yung makakuha ng award, ganon. So, ako, I never expect that. Kasi nga, syempre, hindi mo naman hawak yung grades mo, ganun. Pero, but then, ikaw yung gumagawa ng grades mo. And then, yung time na yon, they award the fourth quarter awarding ceremony. So, ako, luckily that I received with high honor. So, nung nagpa-practice kami ng ceremony on the marcha, ganon, kung ano yung mga kaganapan or the programs sa mismong day ng moving up. So, syempre, i-announce kung sino yung mga with honors, with high honor, ganon. Though, nag-expect ako ng konti na pasok ako sa with high honor. So, konti na lang talaga with high honor na ko. Alam nyo ba yung feeling na ang average ko kasi nun is 94.49. So, 'di ba, kailangan pa siyang i-round off, ganon. Kailangan siyang i-round off para syempre yung 94.49 is magiging 94.50 and then magra-round off siya into 95 and then pasok sa with high honor. So, hindi ko talaga makakalimutang experience yun. Yun yung tumatak sa akin na pati nung senior high is naulit siya. And then, sabi ko, bakit parang hindi siya, I'm not contented na with honors lang ako, ganito, ganyan. Parang hindi ako satisfied. Parang ginawa ko naman lahat, pero parang kulang pa rin. And that made me realize na yung ine-expect talaga natin na buhay or na gusto natin na mangyari is hindi napupunta sa atin. But then, I trust on the God process kasi when the time is right, ibibigay niya sa atin kung ano yung deserve natin in the future. So, siguro nun, hindi ko pa time noon or medyo dinibdib ko lang talaga nun talaga kasi literal na close to with high na pero parang bakit hindi pa rin binigay. And that's my experiences that I will never forget. So, isa pa lang yun. So, saka na yung mga iba. So, next question. What is your biggest pet peeve? Siguro, when it comes to a person or a ordinary person talaga, ang pet peeve ko is yung nagsisinungaling, ganun. Hindi totoo yung mga sinasabi. So, ang pet peeve ko kasi is something na naiirita ako. Hindi ko, kapag tingin ko pa lang sa kanya once, or pag tinignan ko lang siya is parang naiirita na ako. So, yeah. Is your bigger fear. Biggest fear pala. So, my biggest fear siguro is yung mawalan ulit ng kapamilya. Way back 2020, my lolo died due to accident. And then, nasabayan na rin ng high blood niya. So, inatake siya ng high blood niya while driving. And, yon hindi ko na ulit kakayanin na may mawala pa sa loved ones ko na ganun yung nangyari. Parang hindi man lang siya nakapagpaalam ng maayos, ganun. And bigla-bigla na lang siyang kinukuha. And yun yung ayaw ko ulit. Though, may nauuna, may nahuhuli, ganun. Kailangan magpaalam, ganun. Pero siguro, wag mo na ngayon. Kasi, marami pa akong pwedeng gawin. Marami pa akong may ipagmalaki, ganun. So, babawi pa ako sa kanila. So, yun siguro yung biggest fear ko is yung mawalan ng mahal sa buhay, especially may mama and papa. How do you see yourself 10 years from now? Siguro, I see myself 10 years from now as a licensed professional teacher. May maed na rin, ganun. Gusto ko rin talaga yung magkaroon ng degree. And I will pursue that. So, 10 years from now siguro, nakakapag-travel na ako, ganun. I have my own financial na nabibili ko na yung mga gusto ko, gano'n, nakakapag-travel na ako abroad. So, yun yung goal ko 10 years from now. Though, bata pa ako. I'm 28, maybe, 29, 10 years from now. Siguro at that age, maabot ko na rin yung gusto ko. And, para na rin makapag-payback sa parents ko. No? Do you see yourself teaching 10 years from now? Yes, of course. I see myself teaching 10 years from now. Siguro doon ako kumukuha ng mga motivation ko sa pagtuturo. Kasi ever since talaga when I was a kid, yun na talaga yung pangarap ko. Hindi na ako tumingin ng ibang course. So, sabi ko noon nung bata ko, pag nag-college ako, teacher talaga ang kukunin ko. So, yun. Hindi ko kayang i-let go ang pagtuturo. If biyayaan man ako na magturo, gano'n. And yun naman talaga yung goal ko, di ba? So, yun talaga. 10 years from now, talagang gusto ko favorite food. Okay. So, my favorite food is chicken curry, ice cream, ano pa ba? Yun lang naman. Basta I don't want something ube flavor. Kahit anong pagkain yan. Kahit ice cream pa yan. Ayaw ko talaga ng ube. So, what is the most simple gestures that makes you smile instantly? Siguro, I use the act of service. So, iba yung dating ng act of service sa akin. Kasi nga, I'm just a fan of act of service. Kasi, ang dating kasi ng act of service sa akin is nagkukusang loob siya. Na kung saan, though simple siya, simpleng gestures lang siya, pero my heart makes me makes me smile. And the last question, guys, it's ubos na po. So, this is the last question. Describe your friends as an emoji. So, siguro, I describe my friends as an emoji. So, eto. Yeah. So, it's done. My frequently asked question vlog. So, I hope po nag-enjoy po kayo. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!